4 more compilation videos like the one in this video, type Instagram compilation into the search bar, located on the home page of this page. And from there you can see a list of other episodes.
Ladies and gentlemen, when society tells men that their job is to protect and provide, I think a lot of y'all are missing what provide really means. Like, I know you're talking about the money and the finances, and yeah, that's great if you're providing that, but what else are you providing your family? Because I can tell you, as a father and a husband, my job when it comes to providing is to provide a safe, loving, healthy, nurturing environment for my wife and daughter. If I'm not providing the environment to where my wife or daughter can come to me with anything and everything they might have to tell me, I haven't done a good job as a man. This means providing an environment to where they can come to me even if it's criticism of what I have done or who I am or how I am acting. My job is also, as a father, is to provide a teaching environment to my daughter. I'm the first example of what a man is supposed to be, so if I'm not providing an incredible example for my daughter, she's not going to know what a good man is. Also, when it comes to my wife, if I'm not providing a safe, loving, and healthy marriage for her, where she can come to me with anything and everything, where she feels loved, safe, protected, and respected 24 hours a day, I have not provided her enough. Gentlemen, let me just say this. If all you were providing for your family is the finances, you might as well be a bank. But if you are a true provider, a true man who provides for his family, you are giving them a safe, happy, loving home in which they know no matter what it is, they can always come to you for anything. So gentlemen, I will ask you this. Are you really a provider?
Providing is a mindset. If a man doesn't have the mindset to provide, his character will be very questionable. Even when he has, he will make a whole issue out of it. He probably does not care if his family is happy or not. A provider man is so happy to be able to provide not because of pressure, responsibility or anything, but because it makes him fulfilled to see everyone around him happy, especially his family. The only problem I have with them is that sometimes they are too focused on taking care of everyone else that they forget to take care of themselves.
Ladies, let me tell you something. The best type of men to date are the provider men. It doesn't matter if he's not the richest man in the block. A provider man feels the need to give you from even his little when he has little. A man that does not give you from his little will not give you from his big. That's just it. The mindset of a provider man is not just about giving you money, or it's about giving you emotional support, mental, peace, giving you anything that he knows is going to be good for you. Because most of the time, they feel a need to support, to be there, to provide. So I see all these girls running after rich men, just rich men, just rich. He's just rich, probably got money from family inheritance, he got money from, he's just lucky to get money. Anybody can get money, but being a provider is a different ball game. A man that feels the need to cater for you, even with, you don't have to beg, you don't have to crawl, you don't have to cry for it. You can see that you need, even when he's out there, he's probably hustling and doing everything he can just to come home to family with something. He doesn't need to be begged to do it. Those are the best type of men to date. They would always move around, go everywhere they go with their family at heart. Those are the kind of men that remember home wherever they go. If you must date a man and have peace, go for provider men. That's just it. My name is Judy Casey, and I am a realist.
It's in a woman's best interest to look for a provider man, and I don't understand the controversy around that. Why be mad at women for choosing guys that can offer them a better life? Why should they date you if you can't offer them a better life at all, or you offer them a worse life even? And as a man, you should strive to work hard to make enough money not only for yourself, but also for your woman. Don't you want that? Don't you want to be able to buy her the nice stuff and you can know and have the feeling that, yeah, I got that for her, that's my girl. Don't you want that? Why be mad at women? I don't understand. If every woman wants to be with a provider man, why don't you want to be a man who provides?
Women want a provider man because it allows them to focus on nurturing their babies. Women need their men more than ever during pregnancy, birth, postpartum, and into mothering. It's a time when being with this type of man changes everything for women. So to the single women who want to be wives and mothers one day, look for a man with a provider mindset. A man who wants to be a husband and father, who wants to take care of you, who has a determination to provide as best he can and the integrity to see that through. This doesn't mean he's perfect. This doesn't mean he has no financial worries or that he's super rich. It doesn't even mean that he has to bring in all the money forevermore in your relationship. There's so many configurations that work for people. I'm still working after having this baby, but what I'm so grateful for is that my work is my side gig, while my full-time gig gets to be taking care of our little baby. And I can do this because Matt has that provider mindset.
Now, I always understood, of course, why women wanted a provider man, right? Like, why it feels good for a man to pay on dates and why women want a generous man. But then when I had a baby, I realized on a primal biological level how crucial it is that we have a man who wants to take care of us, who is willing, who wants to, who can, who's competent at taking care of us, because we're so vulnerable. We go through so much to be pregnant and to have a baby. And I'm not saying that men need to be like the richest, people in the world. I'm not saying that, they need to be slaves to their wives. And, I feel like there's this negative connotation with provider mindset, which I understand maybe from a man's side, like that fear of being taken advantage of. But I would hope that those men maybe could also seek to understand women's perspective of like, wow, it's so vulnerable that a woman gives birth and she is genuinely physically out of commission for months around that experience, not to mention then taking care of a baby. And if she had a hard pregnancy, there's a lot that goes with that. And on a primal level, we want to be able to nurture our babies.
I'm not going to have a girl pay half my rent, half my mortgage, half my car payment, half the food bills. If my wife works, that's all her money. She doesn't have to pay, she doesn't have to contribute anything. Now again, there's a lot of men out there going, screw that. Well listen, you're just not traditional, you're just not old-fashioned like I am. That's all. There's no big problem with that. You can be you and I can be me. If you mean that I am old-fashioned and traditional and I think, the man of the house should provide for the house and the people in it, I do.
My brothers, can I get you to reconsider how you look at marriage? Everyone talks about Proverbs 13:22 that says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And I've never met a man that does not want to do that, at least in theory, right? In order to do that, marriage is a tool, right? Because being married allows you to build wealth 3 to 5 times faster than being single, according to economic statistics. All right. And so if you look at East Indian culture, they have a marriage rate of 94%, household income, 104,000. We look at Chinese Asians. They have a household income of 110,000. Their marriage rate is 70%. We look at Caucasians. They have a marriage rate of 50%, household income 88,000. Hispanics have a household income of 61K, marriage rate 70%. And here comes African Americans, a household income 55,000. 34% marriage rate and declining, right? So when you find the one that you love, instead of just dating her for 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, consider, if it's strong, getting married and making it work so that you can build wealth. You have 2 incomes coming in, 2 401ks, 2 inheritances if you're blessed, and then being able to strategize and take some of your income and use it for investing, just paying household bills. When we do that and you see your wife as an advantage versus an option, brothers, we're going to build wealth, build strong communities, and we are going to have economic power.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Stay tuned for more.